My Tommy in this chair. Let's get a strap chair. Yo, what's up, Banter family? Welcome to Crypto Banter. What has happened the weekend? Bitcoin at this stage, quite boring. I actually had a good relaxing weekend for a while because the market hasn't really done much. Obviously, we've had some absolute explosions from one or two alts, but right now there's just no volume, sort of indecision in the market, which means whenever we get to these stages, a big move comes at any point, and that sort of sets on how the rest of the week is going to look to play out. We've got bullish scenarios, we've got warning signs where we don't want Bitcoin to start falling to. So I think before we get into the charts, guys, hit that like, hit that subscribe button. Make sure you're following us on Instagram, on Twitter. Reason being, guys, join the biggest and the baddest community out there. Join a community that goes through war together and gets through all the rewards together. End of the day, we are all there to retire together. We're all there to create a massive community. Same goals, same vision. By doing that, by hitting that like, hitting that notification bell, when we go live. We've got the early show, which is the 5 a.m. EST show, which is the charting show, which is this one over here. We then have the 10 a.m. show, which is the fundamentals with Rune the man, which is looking a lot better. He's actually looking quite snazzy today. And we also have the marketers.
I'm doing a Steve Jobs look today.
Love it, buddy. Love it. Looking sharp.
Starting to get better.
You're getting better. Okay, good.
Yeah.
It's not too bad, but it's the first few days, but you start to, I think you're on the second half of it now. Bit more rest,
yeah,
you'll get there.
I'm definitely beating it. I'm going to try to do a full show later. It might be a short show, but we need to have a show because Solana is exploding. Fantom absolutely exploded. I've got news on both of those, which we need to do. I need to get the community into the groove there. And so I'll try and do a full show later, even if it's just a short one, even if it's just 15, 20 minutes, I'll try and do a full show, have you on, and take it from there.
But the sad thing is, as much as these things happen, the market does not sleep. What can we do? It just doesn't care about if you got COVID, doesn't care about anything like that. It just does what it does. Crazy.
Yeah, the market, there's a lot happening on this market. I don't know sure, I'm looking at Fantom, 73 cents. I'm looking at Cardano. Cardano ain't stopping for anyone. It's 12 days or 13 days to go for smart contracts. So lots going on. We're going to do a big show later on today together. And I'll be here. I'll be in the background here, and I may come back and help you, give you some love here on the show.
Thank you, buddy. Appreciate it. So guys, exactly what we're saying there. There's a lot going on, but why is it not happening everywhere right now? It's because of Bitcoin. As I was saying, last thing, guys, make sure you are following our microdose channel as well. That's a channel we get to come to you guys, show you some, when anything big's happening in the market, we like to use that channel to come give you guys a quick 10-minute information, either on the fundamentals or on the TA for you guys as well as having a second YouTube channel. In case there's any problems with this one, there's always another place for you to find us. So I think enough with the intro. Let's get into it. Let's get started. Let's see where Bitcoin is sitting at and what are the certain levels. What has happened over the weekend? So, we had a short-term breakout over the weekend where we finally broke out of this 4-hour downwards trend. And as you can see, we broke out. Simple key rules. When we do break out of a trend, we want to make a higher high in play, which we have done. And then after that, we want to make a higher low than the previous low that we made before we broke out of that trend. And you can see that Bitcoin's sort of at a make and break point. It's at that point now where, there's a lot of indecision. People are waiting for a big move. They are waiting for something to just show a little bit of clear direction from Bitcoin. And that's why you're getting certain alts pumping off of news, which is still a good sign. The fact that there's the whole market is not just red. There are still coins that are performing is always a good sign. It means that there's still faith in obviously keeping money in the alts and not we know when this market turns bearish, everyone likes to fall back to Bitcoin, go back to the safe one. And as you can see, we are starting to get still at least a bit of a range out with the rest of the coins. So right now, even having a look, it's crazy to see, guys, that this fear and greed index is still sitting in the same place for the last week. So it's not growing and it's not obviously falling down. We're at that point where some sort of decision needs to be made. And if we have a look, let's get back over there. If we have a look at volume, you can see it very clearly that, we are not getting a massive increase in volume. If I zoom out here, you can see the little bit of volume that we are getting over here. We're at that point now. Volume's going to come in at some point. And what I love about it is we still have simple structure. So guys, where I'm still basically looking at with Bitcoin, nice and sweet. I am seeing a bounce from here. We have some shorter time frame bullish divergence. We have the stochastic RSI on the daily about to hit the bottom, which is big. We are 1 or 2 days away from the monthly close, which is a big one. So if I go have a look at the monthly, guys, we've been looking at this market. Let me just get that out of the way. That's how Bitcoin looks on the monthly. For a normal strong impulse wave, that looks like a really good correction. And if I take it from top to bottom, we can sort of see that. Let's have a look there. There we go. Do you see how we bounced off beautifully on the 618? So, so higher time frame, we're still looking amazing. And what I am excited about is we are at the verge of crossing on the monthly stochastic RSI. And that will happen obviously now on the close of the end of this month. And if we hold at least a green candle, I don't care if it's $1,000, I don't care if it's a $5,000-$10,000 candle. If we stay in the green for this, it is massive signs that we're going to get across on the stochastic. And the last time we had a cross on the stochastic, Bitcoin was $6,000. So this is a very good indication for us that maybe September is the slow month. But I do feel that September can be the alt month. Even if Bitcoin just rallies and stays between, I would hope it does stay in the 50K to the 60K region rather than the 40K to the 50K. Just because, I don't know, people are very nervous in this area that we're currently sitting. As soon as we can break 50 and we can start making our way to those next levels, it will start bringing calmness back into the market. So I do feel 50 is an important level for us to get above and to make support. I would love it for this week. And that's sort of where I'm seeing this next move for Bitcoin to be taking us to. Right now, a break, a test is what I want to see in the market. Now, from here, now there's a job for Bitcoin to do, right? And if I just take a shorter time frame fib on where I want Bitcoin to at least rally to on the next wave, is to break through that 50 again. We've got to get through the higher high, the 1618 sitting at 51K, and we got the next region which is at 53. So I've been speaking about this since last week. I still want, before any sort of bigger retracement in the market, I would want Bitcoin to make it to this level first. Why? Because it makes the pullback not as violent. The fact where we're sitting now is, we're still so close to the 200-day moving average, which I'll bring up now. And, we want to start making a little bit of gap from that 200-day moving average. Let's just get that. There we go. So let's get rid of that. Let's get the 200-day. So you can see the 200-day is still sitting around 46. The better, if we can rather start getting a little bit of a gap, a big pullback can come in the market, but, that's a decent pullback to come test at 46 and then continue the journey. The problem is with where we're sitting now is we are still sitting quite close to that range. And we know that as soon as if we have a decent correction in the market and we start dropping this 200-day, it's going to start bringing the fear back in the market. We do not want to lose the momentum that we have created for the last month with Bitcoin. So where I'm sort of sitting at now is 46 is still my level. I don't want Bitcoin to go below 46 for now. If it does, the 40K to the 42 is still the area. But I am seeing a bounce first. It's all about where this next bounce gets us. But where I am seeing now, and there's a lot of alts that are showing me that we are coming to test support as well, is I am entering on some of the alts that we have missed. I know that the 46K level for is a key level that I don't want to drop for Bitcoin. So that's my warning sign. So I'm never afraid to be getting in. I know where the warning sign is. And obviously from here, I am seeing Bitcoin push up to the 51 to the 53K region. Now, with saying that with Bitcoin, where are we looking at with the dominance? And you can see this dominance has just broken support. Guys, dominance has been sitting in this range now for the last 2 weeks, right? You can see how we've just been laddering. Same support, same support, same support, same support. Boom, we've just collapsed it. Go for it, random man.
You should be looking at dominance because it shows you the confidence in the market.
So I see you echoing not echoing, but the sound is not so great there. But maybe if you want to log on and off quickly, and we can, cool. What exactly that? As Rand's saying that this is what you want to see, because guys, if the market's really at a fearful stage, it's going to be Bitcoin, right? And the fact is, we haven't broken this trend. And the important part now is we are starting to drop support. Now, we know this, what happens when we start dropping support within this range. We start to get acceleration to the downward side. So now, if we do drop this level, where's next for dominance? And there's only 3 different levels that I can see here. The first one is back to the 41 region. Okay, look at that percentage-wise. That's a good 5% drop in dominance. That's big. And obviously, we then have the low, which is around the 39% region over there. So the fact that dominance is looking weak and we've just dropped support this morning is a good sign still for the market that, I don't see this big retracement coming just yet. There is going to be one. Guys, it's okay for Bitcoin to go from 29K to 50K and go back to 42 and then go to the next level. That is how the market is going to work through this. But these are the indications that's going to give us that. If all of a sudden Bitcoin starts dropping 46 and then dominance starts breaking trend, then we're getting to a point, okay, whoa, okay, now the market's starting to show that a decent retracement can come in. So this means alts, baby. This means finding the right alts now, understanding. Random man.
That's the only one.
Is that the little one?
This is one of the little ones.
Amazing. Hello.
Okay. So this is the only thing that actually matters right now, because it tells us whether we're bullish or bearish. People have, even though Bitcoin is moving sideways and even down, people are saying, okay, we're buying alts. We're buying quality alts. We're buying things like Fantom. We're buying things like Solana, which is breaking all-time highs. We're buying things like Cardano. We're saying, okay, there's an overhang on Bitcoin. Primarily, it looks like the institutions aren't buying Bitcoin, but the show must go on. Basically, the show has to go on, and it's going to be in the large cap alts. So for me right now, I don't even watch the Bitcoin price. I just sit and watch the Bitcoin dominance. That's all I do.
I think that the market's sort of feeling exactly the way we are. Like, if Bitcoin's not going to do it, then we're going to move towards something that's going to do it. So we're at that stage now where they're not caring about Bitcoin. The only thing that will make them care about Bitcoin is if Bitcoin drops key levels. And that's it. It's very, very simple. So I agree with you. This is the key indicator. And obviously, looking at our Ethereum dominance, we're forming such strong bullish divergence. Daily RSI at the bottom. I'm still seeing this is not just to say Ethereum. This is for alts in general, that there's going to be a strong bounce in Ethereum dominance. And obviously, as long as Ethereum, the king or queen of alts is looking healthy, that just sets a frame for the whole alt market in general. And I think if I have a look here quickly to see what Ethereum to Bitcoin is doing, there we go. We are getting to that point now. Just get that. There we go. Where we broke out, we are testing. I'm seeing a push up from Ethereum to Bitcoin. I'm still seeing it. All that is needed from Bitcoin is to finally give. Why should we be bullish? And everyone's sort of waiting for Bitcoin. So Bitcoin breaks at 50, breaks at 49. I see Ethereum absolutely killing it. I see it really, really outperforming, as long as a lot of coins with it, which we'll go through now shortly. Remember, we are still at this point with the Ethereum to Bitcoin, where we broke out of that trend, and you can see how we've been testing it, forming this bottom sort of wedge, or anything you want to call it. And that's going to be a very key indication for us that the whole, because right now, yes, the market doesn't care about Bitcoin, but of course it does, because not all the alts are running. There's only off your hand, you can only count a certain amount. By Bitcoin breaking the next levels that it needs to, then we're going to start getting a massive push from the remaining of the alts. And before I go into CoinPanel, this one isn't here. Guys, for investors, I still think this is an amazing trade. Amazing buy for good 6-month hold is KCS token. I still feel this, it's been hovering here, which is good. But I still feel, we're going to be seeing a $20, $25, $30 KCS token quite soon. I really think it's going to shoot. So before I did jump back onto CoinPanel to have a look there, Buddy, what's up?
Sheldon, my show today is actually called "I'm Selling Ethereum," and it's I did tweet about it on the weekend. I'm selling a large portion of my Ethereum. We're going to talk about why I'm so confident to sell a large portion of my Ethereum and what I'm putting the money into, and how I'm now reallocating the money. And it's quite a significant move because it completely changes the HODL portfolio. Because remember, the HODL portfolio is like 40% Ethereum. So that now changes significantly the HODL portfolio.
So quick question on it. So quick question on that. Is this a short-term thing or is it a long-term thing?
It's a long-term thing. It's a long-term thing.
Okay, well, that's interesting.
Very much a long-term. Yeah,
okay.
Very much a long-term thing.
Very interesting.
Yeah. Again, I think that Ethereum is it's not a good token. I'll tell you why. I think that if Ethereum runs, every other platform is actually going to run faster than Ethereum. We've said that already. If the market goes down, Ethereum is a very safe place to be. But then I'd rather be in Bitcoin. I'd rather be in Bitcoin if the market goes down than in Ethereum. And if the market goes up, I'd rather be in things that are highly leveraged relative to Ethereum. And that's where I would be. And there's a great opportunity, which I think comes around once in every couple of years. And I think we've got an opportunity now. So that's what we'll be talking about later in the show.
Do you think Ethereum's still the leading indicator for alts?
Yes.
You do?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So that's amazing. So end of the day, that gives us good stats to why focusing on Ethereum. And then I think another thing to add in this week is, now I'm going to start looking at some coins to Ethereum pairs. And it's not about trading them. It's about seeing how they're looking to Ethereum, because that's where you're going to find strong breakouts to Ethereum. So I think that's another thing we can add this week that'll be good to just have a look at.
Amazing. So carry on and then we can degen a little bit in a bit.
Cool. I'm going to go through a quick 5-minute update on some of the coins, especially the ones that have moved. The one that I am looking at, you guys, is EGLD. It is looking good. I don't want it to move too fast. Just load here. There we go. So as we see with EGLD, we are starting to break out strong now. It's one that's not getting affected by Bitcoin just hovering at these zones. We have broken beautiful trend. So 144 to the 150 zone, definite. Investment wise, short term wise, EGLD, this is looking good for next push to take us around $200 to the $240 region. So, percentage wise, it's looking good. All we're going to do is we finally started cracking through these previous resistances. We're going to go test the next ones. And you can see the next one's around 30% away. And the one after that's around 60% away. So EGLD is a definite one that I'm having a look at. DOT, I'm not sure how you feel about DOT, but I still feel end of the year is going to be a strong finish for DOT. It all depends on what they do.
It's all about narratives. Right now, the narrative is Solana Cardano. But remember that in 2 or 3 days, in fact, on the 1st of September, whenever the 1st of September is,
that's a decent day. It's a great day. A legend was born that day.
No, it wasn't really. It was his name Sheldon.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe.
Hold on. Are we saying it's your birthday?
Maybe. On the 1st of September, okay. Maybe. Yes, maybe.
Well, anyway, 1st September, another big thing happens.
Sheldon's birthday is on Wednesday, just in case you guys know, and the community. Wednesday.
Gee, I hope I'm better by Wednesday so I can join the celebrations. But don't forget that on Wednesday, the crowd auctions for the parrot chains on Kusama kick in again. And it's going to show the market again this insatiable demand for Kusama tokens that people are going to want to lock up. So I think that it's a massive. I think that's going to kick off a Kusama dot narrative, which I said actually was going to happen in October. So I still think September is Cardano Solana. I think October is going to be dot, and then November, interestingly enough, is going to be Solana again because it's the first Solana DevCon in Lisbon. It's a massive event. Yeah, I'm trying to get us all to go there.
Let's go.
And then to go and kick off a crypto banter world tour from Lisbon, and basically just spend a couple of months in Europe. So go to Berlin, go to Ukraine. We have some good fans in the Ukraine. Go to London, Amsterdam, and basically just go broadcast 1 week in each country, do meetups in each one of the countries, etc., etc.
I'm in. Amazing. I'm in. Let's do it. Well, that's quite interesting with DOT. Even though DOT, maybe it does not explode at these points, but it's important to be, if we are looking at DOT moving in the next month or two, even if Bitcoin just makes its way up 10, 20%, DOT's going to still grow a little bit with it. And the fact where you're buying it now, guys, it can be a hold that you hold for a very long time. So with DOT, chart-wise, it looks amazing. Short-term and investment-wise, I'm adding to my DOT over here. Reason being is we have stochastic daily hitting the bottom. Last time it hit it, there. Before that, if we go have a look, even at the weeklies and the monthlies with DOT, DOT has still done absolutely zero since we've started this recovery. It looks good, but it's not anywhere close in the areas where a lot of the other alts are sitting in those zones. So I still see DOT as a big lagging. And from this entry over here, Bitcoin breaks the 51. Dominance, I'm excited. I think it's going to be a big alt week this week because of that dominance dropping that support. It's not happening just for no reason. I am seeing DOT make its way to the 36 to the $40 region on the next push, next leg from DOT to the upward side. So that's looking good. I think let's go have a look at Kusama as you just spoke. Kusama's still sitting in the same range. And where I'm looking at with Kusama, see, sometimes it takes a little bit. You can see my big green zone. Every time it is tapping in there, stock up, stock up, stock up, because still much higher time frame. That's a beautiful chart. We have a beautiful support. So anywhere between the 260 to the 285, anywhere in that zone. Kusama, Kusama, Kusama. Guys, it has not had a pump just yet. Stop trying to focus, especially if you're not in Solana or you're not in Luna, you're not in any of those. You're gonna have to be a bit patient for those buys. They are gone already. What hasn't moved just yet? And definitely still Kusama is looking good. Let's go have a look at the big daddy. Let's go look at Solana. What has happened to Solana? It's absolutely, I can't believe it, man. Where this was, you even did the show where you bought $1 million, bud.
Yeah, well, I started buying $1 million and they front ran. And remember at the time, people laughed at me. People all laughed at me because it went back.
Where's that video? Where's that video? Where's that video?
Yeah, hold on.
You all laughed at me. Well, I have to say, you're not laughing now, are you?
Definitely not laughing.
I took so much salt on Twitter from negative people about, how it went back to $22 and I bought live on the show and I got the community in. The problem is people don't realize it. For me, it's a long-term play. I don't care about the month or the 2 months or the 3 months. I just
went
buy
to
more.
22. You should have bought more. Exactly that.
I did.
Exactly.
I averaged I spent the full $1 million on Solana. My average is about $33, $34, and now it's on 99. So I've tripled my money. So I mean, net, it's a $2 million profit on that position.
Yes. Amazing, bud.
Yeah.
Amazing.
And I mean,
can't believe it.
I'm holding it. I haven't even started. I'm holding it. I haven't even started.
Okay. Would you be looking at buying more at any point?
Possibly, and I'll tell you when, and I'll tell you what I'm buying. It's not exactly Solana, but yes, there's a lot happening. You need to listen to the next show. I'm telling you, it's going to change your life. The next show is going to change your life.
Amazing. So looking at Solana, guys, so looking at the bigger point, we smashed through. You could see how it touched 618 beautifully, got rejection, and now we're on our next way. So Solana 120 is the next target. Next target for now, short term, guys, we've been buying in these areas over here. So you can literally sit back and hold Solana for the next year and maybe ends up becoming a $200, $250, $300 token, definitely. And look why you work your ass off for one damn entry that you hold for a long time. So that's looking good. Lucky the man. What else was looking good this week? FTM. Wow. 35%, 36% pump in the last 24 hours. There's the entry, guys. We spoke about it last week. There's still the box from the entry we wanted last week, and we got it beautifully. So FTM, it's literally just hit this resistance here, 75 cents, which is good. So at any point, we can just come back and test support, which is cool. But next level, guys, it's going to go, I think all-time high is 96 cents. So it's going to break it.
Yeah.
It's on its way.
I have a feeling that there's news coming out on Fantom. So Andre Cronje, who's the founder of Yearn Finance. I'm sure you all know who Andre Cronje is.
Wi-Fi, yeah.
Wi-Fi. I think he was the CTO of Fantom. I think he was the guy that actually coded Fantom. And he started tweeting this morning. I'm going to try and share some of the tweets. Just give me 1 second. Let me just find you the tweets. Here we go. So he shared this, me waiting for the next Fantom announcement. That was 18 minutes ago. Now, obviously, he knows there's a Fantom announcement. And he started talking about DeFi on Fantom and how quickly DeFi on Fantom is actually growing. So I'm just trying to see if I can find it. Yeah, we're seeing a huge surge in NFTs on Fantom, and there's a huge surge of DeFi on Fantom. And there's, and he's been tweeting about it. So obviously, as one does, I sent the birdies, and I think there's big institutional news coming out on Fantom pretty soon. Really big institutional news.
Amazing. What do you think created this little pump? Was it the whole
Andre
DeFi
Cronje?
NFT?
I think it's Andre Cronje's tweets, and I think that there's again, like I said, I think there will be news sometime this week on Fantom. Let's wait for the news. I think it's quite big. It is big. I know what it is, and I think it is quite big. It's big news. Would I be buying now? That's the question. I think the answer to that is no. So I think if you're holding it, I wouldn't quite take profits yet, but I wouldn't be buying anymore into that position. I think it's gone too quickly, right?
Yeah, no, it's too quick. I'm not even gonna. Yeah, there's no entries there just yet. Definitely not. One, I am patient for when the breakout, whatever Bitcoin does. Guys, we've got a beautiful wedge here, cup and handle on link as well on a daily. So whenever this, we once you see the big cup, we then form a nice little wedge, and this is always your key indication is the break of that resistance for the cup and handle. And we know that after this, all of this redness inside, you can see how quickly we catch it up. So Link, I'm also seeing back to $40 to the $50 region quite quickly for Link. So make sure you don't miss that one out this week. And I think let's get into some DJing stuff. What are we thinking, Ran?
You want to DJ?
Let's DJ a little bit, buddy. Right now, EGLD is my call for today. DOT is my call for today. Bitcoin, we break 50. We're going to have 100 calls again. But for now, the three of them, there's nothing wrong with three good ones on the chart now. And we know the structure. What are you thinking, bud? I want to hear what your birdies are talking.
So I've been watching one called Polkafoundry, PKF. It's been running gently up for the last month. In fact, if I look at it, it hasn't done any massive moves. Hasn't been any 20, 30, 40% moves.
Is it on Dex?
It is a DeFi play on Polkadot. It's gone up. In fact, it's 5x. It's actually 5x in the last month. Slowly. PKF.
Let's see if it is Polkafoundry.
That's 5x in the last month. Let me know what the chart's doing.
Let's have a look. And this would be a smaller part of your portfolio, just a nice, good investment, right?
Not even 1% of my portfolio. Tiny. But you see those things. If it starts off as 1% of your portfolio and it 5x's in a month, it now becomes 5% of your portfolio, which is amazing.
Yeah. Okay,
if you
amazing.
lose,
Would you then
lose 1%?
That's actually a key thing, Rand. Like, let's say you get, like you said, you put in 1%, all of a sudden it becomes 5%. Is that a flushing system for you to make sure you turn it back into 1% and the rest you turn into your profits into the coins that you want? Or do you believe in balancing your...
So first of all, I asked the question, is this a token that may change the world fundamentally? Depending on how strong my conviction is on the answer, I decide if I'm going to take profits or not. If it is one of the ones that is going to change the world fundamentally, then I don't take profits. I just leave it to run. If it is one of the tokens that I think is going to change the world fundamentally or not, then I take some profits into Bitcoin, Ethereum, DOT, Cardano, those kind of tokens.
Okay, well, chart looks amazing. We're on support. So that's looking good. Like you said, 1% of the portfolio, guys. Yeah. Good investment. We still, you're not catching it like a lot of the coins that are up here already. You're catching it still on recovery road, so that's good.
There's two other ones that I'm looking at. The first one is TLM, Trillium, which is Alien Worlds. It's listed on Binance, so you may actually even be able to find it on CoinPanel.
Is it on Binance? Okay, great.
Yeah, it's on Binance.
Okay, TLM. USDT. Alien Worlds. Okay, great. Let's just get it up there. I see 14% up so far.
So it's been going up slowly. It's been going up from 25 cents. I'm actually keen to understand what the charts say here, because there was a long accumulation period. There was like a long
oh, wow. Period. Yes, Ryan, this is a good one, huh? This is good. So, you know, we just come out of this range and then we basically formed our resistance levels. So you can see the channel that we had beautifully channeled in play, and now we're breaking out. So when we break these levels, we usually go test the next 55 cents, 70 cents. This is a good breakout. This is a good breakout as an investor. Also, like you say, 1%, 2%.
Yeah, all of these are tiny. These are like I say, you put 1% of your portfolio in, it does a 5x.
It could be 10% of your portfolio at some point.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, the same thing. The same pattern on Donkey. You know, it's one of my favorite sleeping tokens. We were early investors in it. If you look at what the chart of Donkey is doing, it keeps threatening to break out. So it keeps threatening to break out.
God, wow.
Yeah, but look, it's like it goes up and it retests, and it goes up and it retests, and it goes up and it retests. And
If it's slow, let it grow. If it's slow, let it grow. So that's brilliant. This is a good chart. It's nice because, you know, you can buy any times on supports, nice and simple. But we're at that point now where eventually we're going to break through. You know, there's no more resistance here. So when this thing goes and we finally get through this breakout at the top there, you know, it's going and it's going to go quite quickly. So Donkey is also good, small part of portfolio, good investment.
Yeah, and then, I mean, there's nothing really that's cheap enough. I have seen Tezos. So Tezos also looks like it's.
Oh, we got beautiful buys at Tezos.
Something's happening in Tezos. Something's happening underneath. Something's brewing.
Tezos is on fire. Yes, we got beautiful entries a week or two ago. And we got them around $4, 3.8. Yeah, we literally got them. There we go. On the breakout.
Would you get back?
Another test.
Would you buy now or would you wait?
No. I can't buy right now. No. It's still got legs, you know, as an investor you can, but like dollar costing, buy a little bit now, like very little bit now, and I'd rather wait for, because that's going, you know, what has this thing done in the last week? 77%.
Yeah. What about AVAX? What about AVAX?
AVAX on Binance, eh?
Yeah, AVAX.
But that thing's flying, Red. We looked at this last time. This coin, this chart is just, you'll see now.
It's come down a bit. I mean, I do think it probably still has a long way to come down, but
okay, this one's simple.
Too much. Too much.
Yeah, so and if it is a tiny part, but it's quite simple. There's your line breakout. That's it. That's all you need to know, because it's a flag. You know, things can keep going as long as they want to go in a bull run. Just buy breaker flags so that you know what to do.
Yeah. Okay, let's see if there are any super chats. If anybody wants any charts, we've got like 2 more minutes. If there are any super chats, let's have a look here. What about Coin98? C98.
What's that? Where is it on Binance?
Look it up. Yeah, I think it is on Binance actually.
C98. I have no idea.
Don't discount C98, my friend. It's a big up and coming token.
Okay. Well, what is it ranked? Is it in the top?
I'll tell you now. Let me actually check for you.
C98. Oh, this has got a nice flag. So this one is, you know, it has pumped, so you don't go absolutely crazy. Remember, guys, it doesn't matter if you're new or not. Just remember where you're buying in the cycle. Are you buying this thing after a massive pump? Are you buying it just before it pumped? Like, just remember where you're buying, because that will help you with the amount of percentages you should be putting in on the coin. But that breakout there will be good. And then you take your little fib tool, you take it from the top to the bottom of where we were, and the 1618 is usually a good level. 1618, 2618. So if you are buying this in the breakout, now I'm looking to take some profits at 7.7, and I'm going to take some more at $10. So it just helps you very much. But chart-wise, breaker flags are good. Where's it come from?
Okay, so let's look at VET, VET. We've got a super chat around VET.
Thoughts on VET, Random Man?
I like it fundamentally. I do think it's quite expensive though now.
Yeah, well, if we have a look at where it came from, you know, is it still like very expensive? No, it is, but it's obviously not like the other ones, which are ridiculous. So guys, just put that trend in there with VET, buy the break of that, because that will take us to the next level of 20 cents to the 23 cents. So a little bit more patience with VET. Put one line in, the daily stochastic RSI is nearly at the bottom, and then we should start getting a nice push from VET. So just be patient for that buy.
Next one is Rune, and the next super chat is for Builder, and he wants to know about Rune.
Rune. I'm still happy with Rune. So Rune's fighting on support right now. So the two ways you look at with Rune now is obviously we're fighting support, waiting for Bitcoin to do what it needs to do. And obviously we have a great resistance break as well. So the break of that. So Rune is still good. I've still, we added to our bags, the whole community added at $8. We're still sitting in about 16-70% profit. I do want us to break this trend today, though. If we can break this trend and it gets back into the $10 region, that's a good sign for us to make our way back to the 15, 16, because chart-wise, the next target is $14 to $15. So any buys and support are good. We just don't want to make lower lows.
Jesus is asking about Spirit Swap token. I don't know the token, so I don't think we'll do it today. We've got Keen. Any thoughts on Keen on Solana network? No thoughts. Please check out the Wolfie chart, DeFi prediction market. Do you know Wolfie?
I'll have a look though, but I don't have it here. What is it? A coin? Okay, Wolfie.
Yeah. Let's guys, no more super chats. So that's the last one we'll do for today.
Wolfie. I don't even know how you even. I don't know. I'll do some research and have it ready for the next one.
Yeah. A lot of people asking about Arweave. So I wouldn't be buying Arweave now. I wouldn't be selling it, but I wouldn't be buying it. The reason why it flew this weekend was because Coin Bureau, the YouTube channel, made a video on it, a very, very good video. You should actually go and check it out, which really explains what Arweave does and how amazing it is. Jesus says, Spirit Swap is DeFi on Fantom. I'll check it out. I'll definitely check it out. Cool. Sheldon, I think let's leave it at that for the show.
Yeah. Well, we got 2-3 good calls there for now. Bitcoin's going to make a decision first. You know what I mean? So those ones I'm comfortable getting in. Let's see what Bitcoin does. Remember, 50K is the bullish scenario. We want to break that. 46K is the bearish scenario. Until that, the market is going to be indecisive. We're not going to get a crazy explosion until Bitcoin makes some sort of decision.
Yo.
Snazzy Rand.
Yeah,
it is quiet, but
this is a Steve Jobs look like all this.
I see. It will be quiet, but until Bitcoin makes some sort of big move, it will wake everyone up. Right now, it's quite boring. To be honest, I've been quite very bored with the market the weekend.
It's good. Sometimes just getting chill a bit. Eat prawn.
Yeah.
Have a few drinks.
Yeah, it was amazing. We're going for those. We're going for those. Yeah.
It looked amazing. It looked delicious. I mean, I had massive food FOMO lying here watching.
So tell me about the show, Rand. Tell me about the show. I'm so excited for the bigger show later.
Yeah, you'll have to watch, bro. But I made a big move this weekend. Lying in the bed, I made some massive moves in my portfolio, like serious moves.
Oh, come on.
Great.
Ryan, tell us.
Dude, what about your team?
Tell us.
No. You excellent, man. If I told you guys, you would tweet it, and if you tweeted it, the whole community